Good crafternoon, you guys. I'm Heavenly Hedgehog. Welcome to the stream. So today we are going to be turning these into this with any luck. I'm hopeful. Fingers crossed. It should work. What we're trying should work. But there are no guarantees. Let's see, let's put this over here so you guys can see my beautiful purse. So last time, I ended up forgetting about the pieces until like 10 o'clock that night. And even then, didn't get around to gluing everything down until midnight. So that's how awesome barge glue is, because I was still able to just smush it all down, and now it's really solid. These are not coming up at all. Yeah, I love barge glue. It's so amazing. By the way, if you don't know, Good Crafternoon is a stream where we just hang out and work on stuff. As I start getting into more, cosplay heavy times, then I'll be working on a lot of that. You will be seeing some, this month you'll be seeing some of Beckett's guns, because we're going to be working on that for Gigantic Cosplay, which that stream starts tonight at 7 over on the Gigantic Cosplay Twitch, so I hope to see you there. But yeah, we're going to sew this. So I am still wiped out from yesterday. I was sick. I don't know what's going on. I'm still pretty fatigued and out of breath right now. But we're going to push through. I just couldn't push through last night though. Ugh, I slept all day. As soon as I got home, I just slept. That's kind of what I want to be doing right now too, but it made me so sad to cancel the stream last night. I couldn't cancel again today. I just couldn't, you guys. Besides, Tuesdays are my day off. Thank you for the host, Blue. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are having a good crafternoon. I hope that I will. I'm really hoping this works. So first what we're going to do, we are going to sew the lining in. So this lining may not be exactly the right size because I sized this with the idea of using 1/4 inch foam. We ended up using not 1/4 inch foam. So, oh well, it's my purse. I'll do better on the next one. So zipper needs to go into this piece. I'm just going to open up the zipper right now. So one thing you'll notice differently on this zipper is that I used an invisible zipper. Now one of the things that I decided, one of the reasons I decided against that for this purse was because it's fraying the lace here, and I'm afraid that eventually it would just pop through all the bits of the lace and it would just start flapping around and it looks really stupid. So that's why this time we went for a non-invisible zipper. I got as close as I possibly could to my vinyl color. I don't think it's too obtrusive. We'll see how it looks in the final product. Thank you, Blue. I think it's pretty cool too. This was my first attempt at using vinyl and making a purse. Well, second attempt making the purse because I made it out of something else before. But yes, that is what we were trying to make better. And how's your day going, Blue? I hope you're having an awesome day. What am I doing? No, let's save that thread. Let's use different thread. Aha! I have red. Now, so you've got like these little floppy bits here. I'm not worrying about that because it's all gonna get tucked inside anyway. Working on this for someone else though, I'd probably go back in with a little bit of super glue and just tack that down so that it is a little bit more solid. One of the reasons that I don't do commissions really is because I cut corners for myself that I feel bad cutting for other people. Oh, I did grab my scissors. I am so disorganized right now. Again, because I'm still kind of wiped out. So this is going to be a lot easier to put in this time, because last time I had to put in the lining at the very end. I had to go in through here and kind of wedge this open and stitch it in, and it was messy. Oh, there's my chapstick! I found my chapstick. I've been looking for that for a month. Oh man. Another reason why I went with the other zipper is that this one can be a little difficult to close. Chapstick. Seriously, I've been looking for that for a month. I must have put it in there at PAX South and then completely forgotten. So let's get our thread. So I have been thinking all morning about doing a Daughters of the Ironwood cosplay. I wouldn't cosplay a daughter though. I think I would cosplay a mother because the wig would be more interesting. And for all that I really don't like doing wigs, I really want to do this wig. Because I've got this long brown wig that I want to curl up. I used it for my Fire Nation Katara cosplay and have not used it since because it was the hugest pain in the ass. But I want to curl it up and kind of arrange this all coming over my shoulder with flowers all weaving through it. And I've got these ideas for like gorgeous, if not leather, then fake leather and suede and kind of a medieval type outfit. Ugh, I really want to make it. But I hit the inspiration stage for it, so I will probably spend the next couple of weeks thinking about it and sketching it and doing a little bit of research. I kind of wanted to do just like, you know, something that's foresty wildflowers for the wig, but I might just go into Michael's or Joann's and pick something that looks right. Like I said, something kind of tenderly that I could weave through hair easily. I want it to blend. I was originally thinking maybe something like with big flowers all going through it, but I think little like wispy things with little bitty flowers, I think it'd look great. And of course, it'll give me another chance to make a corset because I like making corsets. I don't know that I'm particularly good at making corsets, but I like making them. And I really like wearing them for cosplay because it gives you a little bit extra shape. And I'm a bit self-conscious about my tummy, so it helps flatten all that down. So anytime I can fit a corset into a cosplay, I do it. It's just me. Alright. So we are going to be stitching this lining to this purse. Now you'll notice I left a pretty large opening back here with the foam. So I'm going to be stitching the lining right inside there. Because, I don't know if you can see it, but there is about a zipper-sized opening there. So it should lay pretty flush. I did turn my mic back on, right? Yes. I think I did. Hello there, Eat More Chips. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good crafternoon. I am currently working on version 3 of my Portal cake purse. Pretty cool, huh? So I'm not entirely sure if this version will work, but if it does, I'm hoping it'll be faster and neater looking than version 2. Alright, make sure, well, it doesn't matter which way I have this facing now because I don't have a front or a back yet. Yes! I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I'm doing quite well too. Getting over something. I don't know, I'm a little sick or something. I don't know what happened. But I'm doing better than I was yesterday. Let's see. Where do I want this zipper? Where do I have the zipper here? I have the zipper in the front, but because this one is slightly different, I'm going to have the zipper in the back. And by that I mean, where is this hanging? Because this one is a little bit less obtrusive, for some reason I just put it in the front. For this one though, I'm going to have the zipper, when it's closed, be in the back. Oh, you know what would be really handy right now? A curved needle. I have one somewhere, I just don't know where. Is it by any chance in here? No. No such luck, you guys. I guess I'm going to have to make do. Alright. So yeah, this is pretty much exactly as large as the zipper. And then goes all the way to the end. I'm a bit nervous to start doing this. I'm afraid I'm just going to screw it up. But we've got to start somewhere. Come on. Alright, so putting in the lining, not as easy as I'd hoped. Maybe it would have been easier if I'd done it before the foam, but then I would have had to glue the foam around the lining, and that might have been a bit dumb. That didn't seem like the brightest idea to me at the time. Alright. This is going to be frustrating and tedious. Alright, alright. I can do this. I can do this. Just go through there. So is anybody working on something they'd like to share? If you are, I would love to hear it. Because I like knowing what people are working on. Maybe you're working on something I'd never even thought of trying. Or maybe you're doing something I'm really bad at, and then I'll be super impressed because I can't do it. Oh, come on. You guys, I think I picked the wrong size needle. This one is too small. This one might do. Big old needle. That versus that. Let's try it out. Alright, that just goes there. Now, I like to double up my thread because it makes me feel like my stitching is more secure. But I don't tie it so that I can't take the needle out, if that makes any sense. I can always remove my needle, provided it doesn't get all twisted up in here. There we go. That way, if in a situation like this I suddenly decided, oh, that needle's not going to work, I can just take it out. I don't have to cut the thread and start all over. By the way, did you guys notice I've got the chat up there now? I figured out the chat plugin. Is it readable? Do you want me to make it bigger? I'm asking you, honey. He's in a cutscene right now. Now, I think I would prefer that I had a little bit thinner of a needle, but... Oh no, this one is thinner. Okay. Switching needles again. I picked the wrong one. So this one, a little bit shorter, but much thinner, so that's going to be easier to work with. But longer than the first needle. Is the chat legible on screen?
What?
Is the chat legible on screen, or should I make the font bigger?
It's legible.
Okay. Alright, got our bigger needle. That failed. There. Now notice how I didn't squeeze and stab myself in the thumb. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, you guys. Do I have, haha, thimble. Thimbles are handy if you don't want to accidentally stab yourself under the nail with the back end of a needle trying to push it through something it doesn't want to go through. I speak from experience there. I don't recommend it. Alright. Unfortunately for me, one thing I never got the hang of was keeping the thimble on my finger. Oh, come on. Come on. Through there. And through there. And there we go. Whew. Yeah, you guys, I'm thinking that Daughters of the Ironwood might be my next cosplay. Just doing it for myself. Because ever since I first saw the first daughter, I've wanted to cosplay them. And if you don't know what Daughters of the Ironwood are, go check out Penny Arcade, the comic, and look it up, because the Ironwood is an awesome little series. There's kind of 3 different storylines going through there. There's the Lookouts, the Daughters, and the Thornwatch. And they are also currently in the process of turning them all into a tabletop game. Rather, a series of tabletop games, which I'm really looking forward to. Whew. We got to test them out at PAX. Well, at least one of them at PAX. I misjudged where that was. I am on fire today, you guys, because now I have to undo what I just did. Because I thought I had placed the lining properly, but I did not. So, okay. There we go. Let's get that big fatty needle out again. You okay there?
Yep.
Did you eat too fast?
Breathing and eating apparently can't go well.
No, that can be hard. Alright, come on. Come on. I'm so sad I have to undo my stitching. Ah. I think it's the worst part of any project, having to do something you just did, having to undo something you just did. Hi there, Jacob. Thank you for the host. I hope you're having a good crafternoon. I am off to a dubious start here, already undoing the ½ inch of stitching that I did. Ooh. off again. Let's try this one more and one more time only. Because this time I'm going to get it right. You understand, Jacob. You understand. By the way, if anyone doesn't know what I'm working on, we are working on version 3 of my cake purse. This was version 2. I've taken this to a few PAXs now. And now I'm hoping to make it better and faster. And jury's still out on the faster, and we haven't gotten to the point where we can judge the better yet. Yeah, oh, you can't reverse it? Oh no, that sucks. That is the worst when you screw something up and you just can't fix it. You either have to live with it or redo it entirely. Ugh. That's usually a crying moment for me, by the way. That, no, I messed it up too bad. The trick is to get through the crying moment and then figure it out from there. It's not that big of a deal, but Worbla can't... Yeah, it looks like an unforgiving material. I've never tried Worbla, but it's kind of one of the reasons I like foam. Even when we do screw up foam, we can either reshape it or redo it real quick. Alright, let's try this one more time here. Okay. Yeah, my Ashling wig was that, no moment. People won't notice if you don't tell them. Yeah, that's okay then. That's okay. That's better than the nope, completely fucked it up moment. Everyone's gonna notice. The hell? I got a big old knot in my thread somehow. This is a brilliant start, Sky. Brilliant start. I have already screwed up twice. And it's been, what, 10 minutes? I did half an inch of stitches? Ugh. Yeah, Jacob, just don't point out the mistake to anyone. Don't point it out, even though you know it's there. If someone says, oh, that looks amazing, just say, yep, I know. Don't point out the mistakes. I think that's a problem we have. Oh, Jacob says hi.
Hi.
Sky says hi. Alright. There is... Yeah, there's no way in hell you're going to see that. There's a big old knot in here. Knots in thread are awful. I might just cut this thread and start a new one. I don't feel like spending the time trying to undo that knot. That is not exciting for anybody.
You could say it's not exciting.
Oh, not exciting, so punny. You can see the D-rings where the armor connects. Well, maybe you can hide it somehow. Maybe when you get further along and you start putting it all together, maybe there'll be some way you could add another flap of armor or just like a little bit of leather to cover it up. Maybe? Or you could paint the D-rings. Maybe. Maybe, if you can paint the metal. But you'll probably find a way to cover it up later on. I believe in you, Jacob. Or you could just say, screw it, it's not important. Either way. Thread. Alright. So yeah, I just double up my thread and then slip the needle through the loop after I've threaded the needle. You're welcome, Jacob. I hope I'm not being all metally. I can be. Alright, let's try this again. You're gonna repaint the other armor first? Good plan. If you have the time, just move on to a different piece and worry about the little mistakes later. Or if you're in crunch time, that's when you say, screw it, moving on. Unless you've absolutely destroyed a key part of your costume, and then you cry, and then you go to Amazon, and you prime it. I'm not gonna get over how I messed up the Aisling wig. I don't think I'm ever getting over that. We fixed it!
Oh,
with the bangs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were pretty...
So many tears.
You were pretty sad about that.
So many tears. I wasted like a full day on that. Actually, 2 full days. Because I spent one day sewing wefts into the wig to get the ponytail thing. And then another day just ruining everything. That was 2 days I did not have. And it was a nice wig, too. It was one of the Arta wigs. I ended up going with something cheap on Amazon and just like, done. Harvested wefts from the ruined wig. Sewed it all together. It worked! Nobody really noticed, but that was a heartbreaking moment where I thought I'd ruined everything. I hope none of you ever go through that. Ugh. Although I know Timber, she had the same heartbreaking moment with her Zenobia when her tentacle cast didn't work for her headpiece. Wigs and hair are hard, you guys. They are just hard. Right. Time for the thimble. Back so you can see that. That reminds me, I really need to go back over my Aisling costume. I need to fix the wig up. Maybe lay down a little bit more hair on it. I don't know. But I know I need to take a whole thing of hairspray to it because 4 days of wearing that wig and all the travel time and like bunches of hair have come up. And then I want to redo her coat so that I can redo the buttons and resin coat them this time so the paint doesn't scratch off. There you go. I also want to redo the scarf because I did it stupid last time and I should have just made it like a cowl neck thing. And I have enough fabric to redo it. I just haven't got around to it yet. Oh, I really want to go to PAX this year. I've got like 4 different costume ideas in mind. It'll be fabulous. Alright. Need to stay on the stitch line that I can barely see so that I don't interfere with the zipper. It's warm in here. Is the window open? I don't know. It's hot, you guys. Too hot for these sleeves. And it's barely March, too. I was hoping for more winter. But of course, that's because we don't get snow. I just stabbed myself. Whoops. So other than the D-rings, how's your Leaf Man armor coming out, Jacob? I have not been able to watch much streams lately. There we go. You know what would help? Taking off this blanket that I have on my lap out of sheer habit. Oh, I'm already cooler. Okay. So I'm just doing little whip stitches, basically. Just that. Whoop. It's coming out quite nice. I will have to catch a stream sometime soon so I can see. Grr. Where are you hoping to wear it? Or is it just for fun? Hello there, Kevin Ortiz. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good crafternoon. Mine's getting better. I'm actually making progress now and not undoing everything I just did. For fun and to have. Oh, that's right. You were saying that you wanted to use it for LARPing. Was that it? Or was that someone else entirely? I have a pretty bad memory. Ah, so tight. Are you going to open the window?
You want me to open the window?
Because it's hot in here.
Okay, I can open the window.
Well, he did just stick the wood behind it.
There you go.
Get a little airflow in here, you guys. California in March. It's hot.
There,
Oh, that would be awesome. If we all go to PAX Prime, we should meet up.
Now all the
I am doing well, Kevin.
all the helms and masks are no longer like whitewashed.
Oh, awesome. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, I am currently working on version 3 of my Portal Cake Purse, hoping to make it a little bit faster and a little bit better. Right now, just trying not to stab myself.
Oh, when you're done with the cake first, you know what we should do?
What?
We should work on the Absolute Zero arms.
We should work on the Absolute Zero arms. That is true, because we need to finish that.
Yeah.
And find some way of making my Unity cosplay actually awesome, because it was kind of lackluster and I didn't like that.
You could also do a Mother's cosplay.
No, I'm doing that.
Huh? Well, no, I mean, if you wanted to bring cosplay to PAX, we could do
Yeah.
one couple's cosplay, and then you could do a Mother's, and I could do Absolute Zero.
Okay.
And that way you don't need to worry about sprucing up Unity.
She was, I was so sad about how Unity turned out. Because it was just like, oh, I'm just wearing clothes. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you make it super durable for LARPing. Which resin coating could be good for that, because that's durable. Oh, did you follow me there, Kevin, and I missed it? Did I miss it? Thank you so much for the follow, Kevin. sorry I missed that. I don't have speakers going and I was not looking when it flashed off over here. So thank you so much. Welcome to the community. By the way, you guys, I do have a Discord channel. If you want to talk more games and cosplay off stream, you can find that link down below. I'd love to have you. It's the Hedgehog Hangout. And yeah, so I've got Cyrus and Issa from Infinity Blade 3. And that is a Taito mask from Gigantic, which I still have not edited the videos for that. I will do that at some point. I've been thinking about it more, but I'm not used to video editing, so I'm a bit scared to do it, which means I've been putting it off. We made our Infinity Blade armor. We wore that 2.5 years ago now. I think it was PAX 2014. We wore that, PAX Prime. That was our first attempt at foam armor, but definitely not our last. And the Taito mask I think I made that in November, just for funsies.
And as a how to make this.
And as a how to make this, which I will get the video up eventually. I did do a full set, but they're not up on YouTube or anything yet, because I didn't understand the highlights. It was my first streaming project. I should just upload those at some point. I think the audio was terrible. Also, I think there was one stream where I was sad that nobody was watching and talking to me, so I just turned off the microphone and talked to him on the phone for like an hour. So that definitely needs to get edited and not just uploaded to YouTube. I don't do that anymore, by the way, don't worry. Also for the zombie apocalypse, so you have armor. You might need something a little bit more durable than Warbler for the zombie apocalypse. We are from the Bay Area, so also California. Unfortunately, we did miss the San Francisco Twitch meetup that was this past weekend. I'm really hoping we get to make the next one. What am I pulling? I am pulling on both ends of the thread, which is why it's not going anywhere. There we go. Yeah. I know they're planning the next San Francisco meetup. By the way, I know that I think Timber actually is organizing the San Diego Twitch meetup, if anyone down there is interested. I'm looking at you there, Kevin. I know she's super excited about that. And they have their own Twitter and everything, so I think that's just San Diego Twitch. Very slowly making some progress here. But okay, I don't mind foregoing Unity entirely. I like Unity. I did get cool goggles out of it, but I don't know how to make Unity more impressive. And I refuse to wear a cosplay where I don't feel impressive, you know? I mean, you want to feel amazing. You don't want to feel like, I guess this is cosplay, even though it looks like normal clothes. But if you can make those normal clothes look spectacular, good for you. I just can't. I think that would require a very good wig, great makeup, and a recognizable character. So Jacob, what are you hoping to work on once you finish your Leaf Man? You have anything that you're planning? Oh, excuse me, burping. Armor is so great. Armor is always amazing when you put it on. That's why I know we want to do a full set of armor. We're looking at either Guild Wars 2, the Primordial armor, or we might do Infinity Blade again, but something harder this time. Yeah, it does. Armor photographs so nicely. Even if you think, like, you can see all the little mistakes, you look at a picture and you're just like, oh man, I look good. There we go. Polar Tido, that's right. Oh, I hope Gigantic is still running. It's such a fun game and so beautiful. By the way, you guys, if you haven't played Gigantic yet, you totally should. You can check it out at gogigantic.com, and I think that we have 2 or 3 keys available if anybody wants one. It's a 5-on-5 arena. Not like League of Legends because it's more like a Team Fortress-y as far as how you're moving around. Otherwise, it'll be a decision between a male demon hunter from Diablo 3, Gren Greymane from HOTS, or Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Oh my god. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I have considered cosplaying Astrid, but didn't want to tackle the wig because her braid is so complicated. I don't even know how to begin doing that. But yeah, Polar Tido looks like an amazing cosplay. And yes, that's our cats. They're named for How to Train Your Dragon. Because it's one of my favorite movies and we needed a pair name. We needed matchy names. And Astrid was gorgeous and Hiccup was a goober. So, Astrid and Hiccup. Yes, she is good at being a cat, and he is a super spaz. Part of that is that he was fostered with dogs before he was available at the shelter. So he never learned to speak cat. Yeah, he was a hiccup on so many levels.
Yep.
Yes, How to Train Your Dragon is so good. Oh my god. I got, when Build-A-Bear had the the special toothless Build-A-Bear, I got one. I've got it. Eventually I want to get more of my stuff set up back here, and Toothless will be there. But for now he's in my bedroom, and super cute. But yeah, I saw it on Facebook and called the closest store and was like, I'm coming. I'm getting my Toothless. I'm a bit obsessed with Toothless, by the way. You missed out on that? Oh, I'm sorry. It's such a cute toy. Yeah, we didn't even try to register this year. Like, we're just like, oh, apparently those went on sale today. We never even did the pre-reg thing. Oh well. Maybe next time. I'd like to go to Comic-Con sometime, though. Mostly for all the off-site stuff, though. Because it always sounds like there's so much cool stuff going on. Song request? Huh? I don't know what you mean, Kevin. Am I missing something?
I don't
know. Unfortunately, I have not yet figured out what music to play on the stream. Because I don't want to Oh, excuse me. I don't want to have a video taken down because of something that I played in the background. I'm very paranoid about copyright things. There we go. We are very slowly making progress here, you guys. Very slowly. I am a very slow hand sewer, and you can tell when I get bored because my stitches get wider and wider. Which I am attempting to avoid with marginal success. So you make a song request on the chat, and then we post the link, and the song goes to a playlist. Ah. I have not heard of that.
You should probably set that up one day.
I probably should. I should set that up one day. Make a note in your memory, because I will likely forget.
Okay.
Thank you, Kevin. We will check that out. Maybe we'll have that set up for a future stream in the near future. I make no promises as to when, because I am lazy and forgetful. Come on now. Oh, sleepy puppies. 7. Hi, Shanks. Wanna come say hi? Oh, we dropped the thread. We dropped the thread. You gonna eat that? Don't eat that. Don't let your pets eat thread, by the way. Very bad for them. I am a Star Wars fan. I loved the last movie. The prequels don't exist. And the old ones are filled with nostalgia. I do have dogs. I have 2 dogs. I got corgi mixes, and I thought Shanks was going to say hi, but then he did not. But yes, they are my babies. I'm a crazy dog lady. So if anybody has a dog, I always love hearing about your dogs. I suppose I could hear about your cats too. But I am far more of a crazy dog lady than a crazy cat lady. Welcome back, Jacob. Okay. Got it, Kevin, got it. Nobody likes Jar Jar. I didn't even take that serious for a moment, Jake, or Kevin. Names. Not even for a moment. Even if you hadn't said you were kidding, it'd be like, ah ha ha, you lie. I think in Star Wars my favorite character is probably gonna be Rey, because she was kick-ass. And I just can't help myself. I love a kick-ass lady character. Yeah, Jar Jar was an idiot, and Padme was poorly written, along with Anakin. What was that video we watched? We saw a video on YouTube of what if the Star Wars prequels were actually good. No, Boba Fett's pretty good too.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Where?
It was like, what if the Star Wars prequels were actually good, and they go through it like a script editor, And they basically recut the movie, rewrite bits of it, and like, this is how I would have written and directed Star Wars. And they would have been a much better movie. Make something of Jar Jar and then burn it. I don't think that's even worth the time. I don't even want to deal with Jar Jar just so I can burn him. I don't even want to take the time to draw a picture of Jar Jar so I could burn it. Jar Jar is a waste of space. That was funny though when all the stuff about Jar Jar secretly being a Sith Lord was going around. That would have been more interesting. Let's see. Yeah, so if we get to go to PAX Prime this year, definitely gonna work on Aisling a bit, get her back up to snuff and bring her. We're gonna bring his Absolute Zero cosplay from Sentinels of the Multiverse. If you haven't played it, it's an awesome tabletop game. It's a cooperative card game where everybody is superheroes fighting on a team. And then I really want to bring my mother. You like the sun stressed out? I don't know who you're referring to, Kevin. And then I think that we would like... I do not like horror games. Oh no. I am sure that when Halloween rolls around, I'll have to suck it up and play something scary. But I am not a horror fan, not by a long shot. I have nightmares. I have so many nightmares. I was watching a playthrough, Dodger and Sam playing through Until Dawn. I think I made it partway into episode 3 and then couldn't keep going. And I wasn't even watching at that point. I was just listening because I knew it was too scary for me to watch. And I just couldn't. So, Halloween, that is something I dread because... how could I go through Halloween without playing a horror game? But I really don't want to. Oh. I've heard Emily wants to play. Someone I follow on Twitter is playing that for their Scary Sundays. I don't remember who, though. Because I'm terrible with names. I really liked watching Day 9 play through Amnesia. That's a good watching right there. Because he is at least as bad at horror games as I am as far as handling it emotionally and mentally. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, you totally should. But, oh no, I'm no good at scary games. You play all the horror games at night. I don't know how you sleep. I don't know how you sleep, because I can't sleep after scary stuff. I had nightmares for a month after we saw Zombieland. You guys, we're almost done with this one. Almost done. Still a bit off on that, but oh well. Doesn't matter, it's just the inside. I don't like horror anything. Let's be honest. I don't like horror anything. If I can avoid it, I always will. Ah, corners! Corners are hard. Corners are very hard, you guys. There we go. I like whatever music I can sing to. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what genre it is, as long as I can sing to it. I like it. Yeah. By the way, I'm constantly checking and making sure that I'm not accidentally sewing something that I don't want to sew. Because I don't want to get all the way to the end and find out that like halfway through I stitched something down here so that I can't actually open the purse. Something to keep in mind when you're sewing, even when you're using a machine. I have gone through a long seam only to look at it and realize about halfway through something got gathered in and I didn't notice. And now I have to go back, undo that section, and redo that section. It's an annoying waste of time. And if you're working with something delicate, you could ruin your fabric and then you'll just be sad. Yeah. If anybody's working on something, I would love to hear about it. I want to know what projects you're working on. If you don't know, I'm making this. Well, thank you for joining me, Kevin. I will be back on tonight at 7 with Gigantic Cosplay, and you can find my streaming schedule down below. After today, I will be back on... Alright, let's see. Can you type it for me?
Yeah.
Alright. So, just a minute. Oh, do you have a minute?
I will in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll type it in just a moment. Hello there, Mini-Me. I am working on version 3 of my Portal Cake Purse. This was version 2, and now I'm hoping to make it a bit faster and a bit better so that I can sell it. So far, the lining, not much faster. I used it for, we did a Portal Prom cosplay, GLaDOS and a test subject, and so this was my bag. I attached my badge to it, I was able to carry my phone with me, business cards, and yeah, so from Portal, if you haven't played Portal, you totally should. If you've heard the phrase, the cake is a lie, I hear that a lot whenever I take this out. So it wasn't exactly from a game, it was inspired by the game. Because that's kind of my favorite cosplay, inspired. Thank you.
Oh.
Ah. Thimble time. Did I just screw up? No, I did not just screw up. Yes. After my wonderfully smooth start, I am constantly worried that I'm going to mess something up again. puppies. Be good.
Hey.
7, be careful. That's better. My dogs are corgi mixes, which means they are very barky. Because corgis like to let you know that something is new whenever something is new, and they don't like to let it go.
Would you two like to have some shoes?
I do. Thank you, Sky, for posting that for me.
Yep.
And now I know you have to do work.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's not his day off. He's just working from home. But yes, I will be back tonight at 7 with Gigantic Cosplay, where we're going to kick off our Beckett month. We are going to be making Beckett's guns, and Timber is going to be working on Beckett's wig and goggles. If you don't know Beckett, she is from the game Gigantic. You can check that out at gogigantic.com. It's super fun. You should totally take a look at it. I say totally too much today. Word of the day. Totally.
Totally.
Totes. Totes word of the day, you guys.
I got shoes. They'll be quiet now.
Oh, good. I need to buy more of those.
Alright.
Yes, we are nearly done sewing the lining in here. And then we will be doing more hand sewing because it's so exciting. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer cosplay questions in general, specific questions about what I'm working on. Or if you just want to chat, that's fine too. I'm happy to chat with you. Nope. There we go. I was running out of thread, so time for a new thread. Oh, is Yavin, you got your jewel? Yeah, she's so cute and so in your way.
I know.
She's so in your way. I am in the United States, in California, in the Bay Area, where it is unseasonably warm right now. Where are you from, Mini-Me? By the way, you guys, I do have a Discord server. You can find the link down below. I would love it if you would join and we could talk cosplay and games and other things off stream. There we go. Alright, more thread, more thread. Whew. I have so much thread, you guys. 10 years of cosplay gets you a lot of thread. So something I still have not figured out yet for version 3 of the purse is the cherry here. What I did for this one is it's just styrofoam coated in glue and wood filler. And then painted with nail polish. Because that's what I had. Alright. I'm going to mute this real quick because he's on the phone. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, he is currently working from home and had to take a phone call. So that's private stuff, so I had to mute the mic. But no, we're not going to San Diego Comic-Con. We thought about it, and then we're too lazy to actually do all the sign-up stuff. We do have friends who go every year, though. So maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll do it. By the way, Mini-Me, I know there is a San Diego Twitch meetup coming up. My good friend Timber, I think, is organizing it. They have a Twitch or a Twitter channel and everything. If you just look for probably San Diego Twitch, that should do it. But yeah, you can meet some other local Twitchers. I know I missed the Bay Area one that was this weekend, but I'm really hoping to make the next one. This is just a busy time for me. And I needed one Saturday out of the whole month where I didn't go anywhere. Except to work. Yeah, it's so hard to get into San Diego Comic-Con. I know that our friends, they really only get in because they go every single year, so they get the whole grandfather thing with the priority and whatnot. And then her sister keeps trying. She's been trying to get tickets for the last 3 years and just can't manage it. I think she did get to go last year because someone sold her a day that they weren't going, but that was about it. We typically just go to PAX Prime, now PAX West up in Seattle, although we did go to South for the first time this last month at the end of January. That was a lot of fun. That was in San Antonio, where I've never been. It was a nice place. We had a nice setup there with the Riverwalk and all the hotels right there. When I first started cosplaying, I went to Anime Expo a lot down in LA.
You went to TwitchCon too?
And yes, we did go to the first TwitchCon last year. September, I think it was?
Yep.
Although I know that's going to be down in your neck of the woods, Mini-Me, down in San Diego this time. Maybe we'll get to go? I hope so. But it's so soon after Prime, I'm not sure if I'll be able to manage it. Oh my gosh, I can't call Prime West. That's so hard for me. We've been going for like 5 years and it's always been Prime, and now they changed the name on us. But yeah, typically we're the kind of people who do like one big cosplay every year, and that's our thing. Traveling is just hard. It's hard. I admire those cosplayers who like go to 6 conventions a year and they have a whole new costume for every single one. Like, that's dedication right there. What conventions do you guys typically go to? Please let me know. Maybe you go somewhere that I'd like to go. Just haven't heard of. Yeah, it's expensive too. Conventions in general are really expensive, especially if you have to fly in. That could jack up the price really fast. But, oh, I really want to go to Prime again. That's our big vacation every single year. Yeah, TwitchCon was nice while it was here, and now it's not going to be here anymore. We got lucky. We just took the BART in, went for as long as we felt like it, and then went home. Not so convenient for cosplay, though. I know that I've been kind of half-heartedly thinking about going to Fanime this year just so we can cosplay, but we're close enough that we wouldn't get a hotel, and the majority of our cosplays are not car friendly. So
Yeah, we could make them car friendly if we were specifically making something. Or we
probably.
knew we were driving.
But I'd really only want to go to cosplay. Oh, you almost didn't get tickets this year? Well, I'm glad you managed it. That would suck if you'd been going for, what is that, the last 7 years and didn't manage it this one? I know that's hard. So good for you, Mini-Me. You got those tickets. I know that there are lots of people who are very jealous of you right now. Yeah, I know Prime has been getting harder and harder to get tickets for. Almost missed everything last year and just barely got tickets. Oh, good for you! If you ever have any questions about cosplay or tips or anything, I would feel free to ask. I'm always happy to ramble on about it. What are you hoping to cosplay for Comic-Con? And what was your first cosplay? My first cosplay was Kairi from Kingdom Hearts 2. It was a 3-day cosplay. We made it 3 days before the convention, and we only had one person who could sew. And that person wasn't me. But I love it when people get into cosplay. It's so much fun. Cosplayers are super nice. And I love going to a convention and seeing all the people all dressed up. It just makes me happy. Especially if I'm one of those people. I'm doing my best not to stab through the front of the purse. Danny Phantom. What's that from? I know I've heard of Danny Phantom, but I can't place him right now. You can look it up for me?
Sure.
Okay.
Something like Ben 10 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like fun. Are you gonna get a wig or are you gonna dye your hair? Yeah, that did look very Nickelodeon. He looked up some pictures for me. So I know now. I know. Dyeing your hair. Ooh, bold move. Good for you. I know that I typically go with a wig because I don't want to bother with dyeing my hair. But I imagine wigs are harder for guys, huh? You got less hair to keep it in. Oh, you got the green contacts and everything? Oh, now I'm jealous. I can't wear colored contacts. I discovered that last year. My eyes are too sensitive and I am too blind. You hate them? I know that the colored contacts are a bit thicker or have a bit of a wider diameter, so they can be harder to get used to. But I believe in you. You can do it. Just make sure you clean your contacts carefully. You will be happy if you don't get an eye infection. Yeah, I'm so jealous of anyone who gets to wear colored contacts. I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I can wear normal contacts, and I typically will for my cosplays because I don't tend to cosplay anyone who needs glasses. But I will never get to have super amazing eyes. She's done. Time to bark. 7, is it time to bark? Is it, babies? Yep, definitely clean them out. But that goes for any kind of contact. Anything you put in your eye, really. You want to make sure that's clean. You guys, we're almost done with the lining. Just less than an inch to go. We're almost there. We can do this. Yeah, for Aisling, I try to get colored contacts because I think she's got blue eyes. My sadness. My sadness was brief but deep. I got very distracted. There's a cutscene going on for Guild Wars 2 over here. Hello there, Two Bears. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're having a good crafternoon. What are you up to today? Man, it has been a while since I've seen you, Two Bears. I'm trying to remember. But time passes so quickly that I just can't. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There we go. So I am currently working on version 3 of my cake purse. This is version 2. Making progress. Slow but steady. There we go. Ha-ha. By the way, guys, I do have a Discord channel if you ever want to talk cosplay and games off stream. You can find the link for that down below. Also, you can follow me on Twitter for scheduling announcements. Mostly scheduling announcements. You're working on the shoes for your new set of power armor. That sounds awesome. What are you making them out of? I am tying the last knot for the lining. There we go. The needle goes back in the pin cushion so I don't accidentally drop it. There we go, just make sure this is going to sit properly. So, there's our lining. You can see right there. I'd say that worked out okay. It's going to be a little bit floppy inside because I'm not going to be tacking down the corners. But oh well. Wooden inner frame and EVA exterior. Man, that is heavy duty, Two Bears. That sounds awesome. So what game is the power armor from? Is that from Fallout? Sorry, again, mind like a sieve. I can't remember a lot of things. Now, Let's see if we can't make this work. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be attempting to use a steering wheel stitch to sew these pieces together along the ends there. That's why I've got, I don't know if you can see them, I've got lines of stitching around all of these edges right here that I'm going to be looping the thread through. Oh, so it is Fallout. Okay. So I got the game right at least. Very cool though. Yeah, I think I know what the power armor looks like. It's big, isn't it? It's like all, like... Is he being cute?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Sorry, I got distracted by adorable puppy face. After that, you're finally going to learn how to sew. I encourage you to learn how to sew. You will be able to do so much more. Alright, so. Ha! Convenient. Let's get the proper colors of thread. So I've got brown, and I've got more different brown. What costume are you going to learn to sew on? I know I find it easier for me at least to learn how to do new things if I'm actually doing them for something. I'm not the kind of person who's like, I'm just going to do something random so that I can learn how to do this. No, I need a purpose. Okay. What's he doing? He nosing around the trash bag?
He is nosing around the trash bag.
Don't you tear a hole in the trash bag, honey. I was attempting to clean up earlier.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Let us see.
Please stop me.
Alright, so I've got one thread and 2 needles. So I am going to have to do this in stages because I do have 2 different colors along here. And I have never done this before. So fingers crossed this does what I want it to. Nope, don't drop that, don't drop that. All right. Loop that through there, into there. And then that through there and to there. Okay. So I am just crisscrossing between my existing stitches. What I may need to do in the future is cut the foam back. So the way that I made my mistake on here, where I had the foam too short, I may need to do that for all of the sides next time so that I don't get extra bulk along the edges. So I'm already seeing a little bit of an issue. Yeah. Pull that back up. I need to wait and tighten it at the end, otherwise this whole thing's going to collapse like a house of cards. By the way, Two Bears, do you have any pictures of your power armor progress? Because that sounds like an impressive build.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. So, next time, longer bits of thread. That's what I'm learning here. Babies, be good. Oh, you got an Instagram? I will have to find your Instagram. Oh, I think you linked that you gave it to me before. Did I have that written down somewhere? Was it at Zach Rusnak? Was that you, Two Bears? Was that the wrong channel there, Mini-Me? By the way, I'm sorry, the puppies are extra worked up today because it's Tuesday, which means that someone was out with a leaf blower again. Alright, I will take a look at your Instagram. I did check it out before. I did, I promise. But I have not checked it out recently.
Actually, just monsters in the shape of puppies.
Just monsters. They're adorable monsters, though.
Yes, but still. They're just puppy-shaped monsters.
Just puppy-shaped monsters. What did I do here? Seven, calm down. This is kind of like I'm lacing the tiniest corset ever. Oh, physics homework. Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun. I was bad at physics.
Yeah. Come. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yep, tiniest corset.
I'm getting puppied.
Are you getting puppied?
Getting puppied.
You're getting puppied. You're gonna show her off. You're gonna show her off. There's my little 77.
She says, no, this is not what I want. This is not.
Do you want to come to me?
This is not what I
Come
want.
to me?
No.
Oh, sorry,
No,
honey.
I
Sorry,
don't.
honey. Sorry,
To be
honey.
held at all.
Oof.
I don't want to be held at all.
You don't, do you? No.
I'll get your face while I can.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Alright, go back there. Go back. Go
Come
back.
On, come on.
There you go, little girl. James, this is not getting up on 7 time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, you won't reach your deadline? Well, don't give up. I believe in you, Two Bears. I believe in you. Just figure out what's important and stick with that. You just like one, baby girl?
This is better. I'm just on that. Checks. Okay, go get him. Go get him.
Did I miss a stitch somewhere? I don't know. Seriously though, the tiniest corset. What's your deadline then, Two Bears?
corset stitching there?
It's steering wheel stitches.
Oh, okay. It's just the same stitch that's used for corsets?
Oh, no, it just looks like a corset.
Oh, right. Got it. Understood. Now it's all making sense.
Sorry, I don't always make sense. But yeah, I think that next time, like, feel that? The edge right there? Compared to the other edge here?
Uh-huh.
I think I need to do that next time. Get that
Wrap
thinner
the,
edge.
Oh, okay.
So that the corners come together nicely.
Yeah.
Because I'd originally
So
been
you
planning
just
to
have
do this
extra?
with a thicker foam and then really angling it in.
Uh-huh.
And I did angle it, but I think that it would work better if I brought the foam in about 1/4 of an inch so that the edges are a bit flatter. Because the edges are still very sturdy,
I think
thanks
this,
to the barge glue.
So, you mean you want like this?
Yes, on the edge.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah.
So did you just file that down or what?
No, I just cut it wrong.
Oh, you just cut it wrong.
Yeah.
So this is like just, this is just the pleather?
Yeah. The vinyl.
The vinyl, yeah. So you just went over a little bit too far and then had to fold over.
Oh, tomorrow's the 10-day mark? Oh.
That would be a good idea.
You might need to make an exception then, because it sounds like your power armor is going to look pretty cool. That's right, because you were doing crazy fast builds, weren't you? I remember. And I may delete this through this one. My vote is that you should take the time to paint it. Because, of course, my vote must count for something. I just feel like it'll be a shame if you don't. Alright. There. I think in theory this will work. I just think that in practice I need to make the edges thinner like I was just talking about. Oh, you procrastinated on some of it? Yeah, that always bites us in the ass. That and overambition. Oh yeah, see? Oh, he's busy. You guys can look. There. Let's see, spread that out. You can see right there? Maybe? Right in the seam? Yeah, you can't see jack shit, can you? Alright, so I'm going to hold off on tying that. But I think this just might do what I want it to do. Alright. Let's get the other side. It's going to be a purse. This is my cake purse. Got my strap. It's got a zipper and everything. And a little comb in there. But yes, this was my purse for my GLaDOS cosplay. And I still love it. I just want it to be better. By the way, let me know if the wind is too noisy. It feels amazing. So I don't want to close the window, but I will if I have to. So nice. It's so nice. Yeah, so this purse is vinyl wrapped around foam. I think it might be 3/8 inch foam.
No, that's 1/8 inch.
Or 1/8 inch? No, it's more than 1/8 of an inch.
You know how thick a 1/4 inch is?
I do know how thick a 1/4 inch is. I know that 3/8 isn't right, but it's more than an 1/8.
3/8 would be more than a 1/4.
Would it? No. 2/8. Yes, 3/8 would be. I can do math!
I'm telling you, that's 1/8 inch foam.
It's not 1/8 inch foam. It's whatever's less than a 1/4, but more than an 1/8. Thank you, Two Bears. I am proving how bad I am at math right now.
You think it's like 3/16?
Maybe? That might be what I'm thinking.
You can tell the difference in 1/16 of an inch?
Maybe. Alright. Okay, fine. It might be a 1/4 inch. I don't know.
1/8 inch.
1/8 inch. Ah! Don't mock me on my own stream.
You kept saying it was 3/8, but smaller than a 1/4.
Fine, I deserved it. It doesn't mean you should mock me on stream.
I love you.
I love you too. Alright. Thank you, Two Bears. I think it's awesome too. Let's see. That one in there. And that one in there.
Daddy, what are you crying?
Is she being grumbly?
She's
She is so grumbly. They look the same. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mini-Me, for trying to make me feel better. And because I was so frustrated at you, I looped one of these through the wrong way.
Oh, I'm sorry, I ruined everything.
You did. You ruined everything. How dare you? I looped both of them through the wrong way. What the hell? We're back to where we started, you guys. Ruining simple things. There we go. Alright, rethreading both needles. Alright. And then let's go through this way. And then this one goes through that way. And I unthreaded the needle. Hey!
No. Hey.
Because
Hey.
it's so hot, we've got all the windows open, so that's making them even more barky. And chances are the cats are doing something to set them off too.
That's what cats do.
The cats like to get the dogs in trouble. Hello there, big noob. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good crafternoon. I am working on my portal cake purse right now.
Hey. You gotta know? Come on. I know there's a dog outside.
Hello there, Trenched Baguette. I have no idea what you guys are saying. I'm very sorry. So we are once again lacing a tiny corset. Pretty much. I'm doing quite well myself, even though I keep messing up simple things. That's just the way life goes for me.
Hey,
Baby,
puppy.
be good. thank you, Trench Baguette. It's very sweet of you. Let's see, what time is it anyway? I don't know. Oh man, it's just about 3. What have I been doing? Barely anything, apparently. Well, I guess we'll finish this one up. And I will try to get more done before the next one. I am quite proud of my 6 viewers. Thank you very much. There we go. So this is my portal cake purse. I am currently making version 3 right now. I already have at least one thing I need to do differently on version 4, but that's why we make prototypes. And I've just looped the thread again. There we go. Alright, so I am currently using a steering wheel stitch.
I think the cake is a lie.
The cake is a lie. It is true. Jesse Cox. That was so funny.
Oh, yeah.
We met Jesse Cox at PAX South this year when my wonderful husband was holding my my purse for me. This purse. And he said, "What are you doing standing there looking all official, wearing a black t-shirt and holding cake?" Because he thought that my husband worked at the game booth. And he did not. It was funny. I don't tell it like you do. I'm bad at telling stories. I just get right to the point. I think you have mod powers.
Oh.
If you need them.
Oh. I think so.
Okay. So yes, I am really hoping that this new method works for the cake purse and I end up with a purse that has stronger lines, a better surface, and is a bit more convenient to make than this version. Because what I'm hoping to eliminate is all the problems that I had with these corners, with flipping it inside out, and the difficulty that I had putting the foam into it for the structure. So this time around we were able to use a thinner foam. Here we use the 1/4 inch foam. Here we use something thinner than a 1/4 inch foam.
But not an 1/8 inch.
I swear it's not quite an 1/8 inch. It must be an 1/8 inch. You must be right. You usually are.
It could be 3/16.
Could be. It could be. You never know.
It's true, you never know.
Because one of the things I was dissatisfied with this purse is that I had to put in the foam with hot glue and it made for a lumpy surface and I don't want that again. I also want it to be... Alright, you are going bye-bye. Yeah. I figured that somebody was being rude there, but because they were doing it in a different language, I couldn't know for sure, and I didn't want to look it up to find out. Remember, be nice, you guys, even in different languages that are not English. Even if I can't understand you, I'll figure it out eventually. And I'm not afraid to ban someone. Be kind. You'll be a happier person if you are. I was just thinking that I hadn't gotten any trolls lately. I guess I was due. I don't know why some people feel the need to be rude. Well, thank you, Big Noob. Have a great evening. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, you guys, I do have a Discord channel. You can find the link down below. If you'd like to talk more games and cosplay when I'm off stream, I would love to have you join me. Just remember, the same chat rules do apply. If you are rude, I will kick you out. Alright. I think this is working. I think the only problem I'm having is the one that I already spotted with how thick everything is. But yeah. That's not too shabby. Very flexible for right now. So I'm not going to tie these ends off yet. I think I'm going to wait until I get everything else sewn in. And I did get a late start, so we're going to be going till about 3:30 today. Alright, let's get the dark brown in here. Oh, I hope I have enough of this thread. I should. So again, I will be back tonight with Gigantic Cosplay at 7 o'clock. I will be hosting them on my stream, but you can also check us out at Gigantic Cosplay on Twitch. It's gigantic_cosplay. And we are going to be kicking off our Beckett month, where my lovely husband and I, we are going to be making Beckett's guns. And Timber, my partner in crime, is going to be making Beckett's wig and goggles. You can check out Gigantic at gogigantic.com. I know there's typically a few people streaming, and most of those streamers do have keys. And yes, his goal is to make the guns transform, because Beckett has pistols that transform into a shotgun. If we can manage it, if he can manage it, my thing's over here, it's going to be amazing. Hello there, how are you doing this afternoon? Where do I start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so I must have another stitch here somewhere. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any commissions at this time. But yep, transforming guns. It's an ambitious project. Oh, come on. Do I not have a stitch right there? I'll make do. But yeah, so it's two guns that merge into one. He's got some plans with PVC and some rails and possibly a magnet or two. I'm going to be focusing more on the patterning and the paint, and he's going to handle the construction because he's got a plan. So I'm going to let him run with it. Yeah. You think you still have some?
Yeah, I think so. I think I have like 2 more somewhere.
Just remember, one of those computers we were going to be using.
No, I'm not gonna harvest this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just remember, I need one for the craft room. We will eventually get a wireless card for our spare computer so I can have a nice camera set up in the other room. I am going to be signing off from Good Crafternoon at 3:30-ish. I'm going to finish up this little line and then we'll see where we are. I'm going to burp. Whew. Excuse me. And then I will be back at 7. I think that the gigantic cosplay stream is going to be short. So chances are that I will be streaming some gigantic afterwards, depending on whether I eat dinner before or not. I'll do my best to eat dinner first. Oh, come on. Alright, let's dip that through there. Unthread the other needle. So I am running into some minor problems right now because I'm trying to get into the middle here and nothing is sitting quite the same way it was before. Alright, about that. We are threaded. Are you going to be streaming tonight, Jacob? Yeah, I am hoping to get in some more gigantic streaming and see if my bad luck persists or if it was just an isolated thing or if I am now in a higher bracket of players and I just can't really compete. But I'm fairly confident about my Sven, even though I just made a discovery about one of the moves that I should have known from the beginning. Yeah, we'll be streaming at 7 and going for about an hour. And you just do your thing, Jacob. You do your thing. Although you know we love having you in the chat. I am trying desperately not to get the lace caught in the needle here because I don't want to tear it. Haha! It is good to have long nails. Did I get that right? Maybe. Let's just go with it. What's she doing?
Looking up the window.
Seven, you being cute? Are you being cute? You come over here? You come over here? No? No, she says no. She's not coming over there where she can be seen. My baby girl. She is so cute. All right. We can do this. We can do this, and we can unthread the needle yet again. This is typically why I like to double up my thread so that I can loop it around the needle so it stays in place. That just doesn't necessarily work for this situation. What did I just do? I don't know. Let's get dark threads over lace. I think I did. We're going to be starting at 7 and it's going to be probably about an hour. We're just doing a planning stream. So it's not going to be our 3-hour crafting streams that we will have afterwards. So I don't think that will conflict with you too bad. There we go. There we go. You're going on at 8? That should be fine then. Like I said, we'll probably only be on for about an hour. I don't think that we have more than that to talk about. Although you did remind me, I do need to save a couple of pictures off. So I will hopefully remember to do that more than 5 minutes before we start streaming. I need to get my doodles from cosplay hunt on Sunday saved out so that we can actually show them on stream again. By the way, if you missed it, on Cosplay Hunt, we took a look at Beckett and all the different ways that we could cosplay her. Well, not all the different ways I could come up with to cosplay her. I'm sure that you could come up with something else that is amazing and fabulous. Okay. Alright, sewing on the lace. Lace is a pain in the ass. Lace, you are a pain. I am so annoyed right now. What did I do here? That wasn't right at all. What did I do? I just looped the threads around each other and then put them back. That was not what I was supposed to do. There we go. And there we go. So are you going to be streaming some more of your Leaf Man armor, Jacob? Or are you going to be doing something else? What did I do here? Huh. No wonder things weren't lining up properly. I was wrong. There we go. Just cosplay? Aww. I'm sorry you're burned out. Everyone's got days like that. You do what you can do. Let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, lace, why must you be so in the way? And I'm really hoping that I'll be able to start working on my Daughters of the Ironwood cosplay. That'll be on Good Crafternoon for sure. I have been streaming since the end of November, I think. Hello there. Thank you for joining the chat. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Crafternoon. I might be done after I finish this little section, you guys. I might just be done. My brain says no more. Time for a snack. I am still recovering from yesterday. I don't know what was going on yesterday. I was just super exhausted. Guess what this needle is not attached to right now? That would be the thread. Again. It would appear that I cut this thread a bit too short, but that's because I don't have unlimited amounts of this particular brown. Just 2 more stitches to go. 2 more stitches to go. Ugh. You get it, Mini-Me. You get it. Ha! Narrowly unvoided, unthreading the other needle. Alright. There we go. Today we got the lining put in. You once broke a needle into 3 parts? And not in the sewing machine? I'm assuming? I've managed to break a needle into 2 parts on the sewing machine, but 3? That sounds like quite a feat. Man.
You also managed to like bend the main needle?
I have bent needles before too, yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, you bent the needle in the sewing machine, and then didn't that also like destroy one of the
yes.
gears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by hand. Oh my goodness. Anybody can cosplay Razor Knock, even you. You just gotta start somewhere. I started off not knowing how to use a sewing machine, and now I can make my own patterns, and we can do foam armor, and it's tons of fun. You just gotta get out there and try it. I know that Evil Ted Smith on YouTube, he has tons of tutorials for foam armor, and I learned most of my stuff from the School of YouTube. Don't underestimate it. If you guys ever have any more questions about cosplay, or if you want to talk games, or just kind of show off what you're working on, you can join my Discord channel. The link is down below. I would love to have you. I think we're going to stop here today because my brain is fried. Aww. Hand sewing isn't so hard. You just got to be able to take your time and be patient while you learn how to get faster. Surely there's a tutorial that can help you out. You just haven't found the right one yet. I know people are uploading new tutorials all the time, so don't hesitate to look again and see if maybe someone new has posted something that just really clicks with you. You could do that too and just go to the armor. I do know there are a lot of people who don't sew. There is kind of no-sew tape that you can iron stuff down with. You can use glue, or you can go straight to the armor and just glue everything. You don't have to sew very much then. Oh, yeah, I need a snack, you guys. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you had a good crafternoon. I know I did. I'm going to attempt to get more of this done before next time so that maybe we will have something that looks more like a cake. Fingers crossed. I will be back again on today at 7 o'clock with Gigantic Cosplay. We're going to kick off Beckett Month. I just can't stop doing this with the thread. And again, you can find all of my information down below. You can follow me on Twitter for scheduling updates. And I post all of my my videos on YouTube, so you can watch them later if you missed anything. Thank you so much for the follow, Mini-Me. Welcome to the community. Thank you again for joining me today. It was wonderful getting to talk to you. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!